like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy, I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over, call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake, yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3, then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole court. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, told that bitch it's either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm too hardcore. Yeah, I just got off the call, I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the count, and when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor, ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign, tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion, they can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Came to with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan, Dylan, Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole court. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, told that bitch it's either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that, I swear I'm too hardcore. And I just made the call, we gon' start another war. Yeah.
Don't have messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole court. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, told that bitch it's either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm too hardcore. Wait up, let me make a call right quick, I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaselina like my Nina Puffer boy. Took a Zoc, watch the door. Matter of fact, lock the door. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy, I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over, call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake, yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3, then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole court. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, told that bitch it's either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm too hardcore. Yeah, I just got off the call, I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. You ain't locked in with the count, and when you speaking to me. Yeah, I just took the floor, ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign, tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion, they can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Came to with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan, Dylan, Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent.
Shalom, Israel. We are the IHUPK, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahawadah, and since 1969, we've been telling Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that they are the true Israelites according to the Bible, the lost 12 tribes of Israel. This is the Tuesday night Brotherhood class. I am your teacher, priest, and officer of 500 Chaanak, Yahawadah in Orlando, Florida. Gonna get it in, y'all. Gonna clap it up. You know what I'm saying? The water, the water, the water, the water. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shemir Shabrakatah to the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Thaba Shemir Shah to the sister. The water for y'all tuning in. Let's see what we got going on in here. Shalom, Kenyana. Kiani Lewis, Iowa, Shalom Naya. Is I'm saying her name right? Kawaya Naya. Oh, Kawaya Naya. She's like Shaira. I'm saying the water to y'all. Hey, got a good class tonight. Babylon is falling to rise no more. Babylon is falling to rise no more. Who, ha, who, ha, who, ha. You know what I'm saying? That shit get me hyped. You know what I'm saying? Just to know that the destruction of our oppressors and destruction of all the nations that hate Israel, their destruction is now. They are falling like it is not unto the time it soon come, like my Benjamite brothers might say. And Israel, we should rejoice on that. You know what I'm saying? To know that the Lord is going to destroy the people that's been destroying us over hundreds of years. And it's in that same book that we read about our salvation in. That's how you know that the Bible is not a white man's book. You know what I'm saying? They like to tell you, you might hear some naysayers say, oh, you reading that white man's book and all this and that. But what oppressor gonna put his own destruction and how he's gonna be destroyed in records, in the book? What oppressor's gonna call themselves dogs and nothing and spit? You know? So don't listen to nobody saying that, oh, a white man wrote this book. This book was translated by a black king named King James. He translated this book. The closest you're going to get to the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? And people like to discredit the Bible because they don't understand it and they don't read it. You know what I'm saying? They like to discredit the word of the Lord because they don't follow the Lord. Oh, I don't follow no white man's book, but you read every other book that a white man wrote and you believe in that with your whole heart, your whole spirit. Books that you got to use to pass courses and classes and all this other stuff. Who you think wrote those books? But y'all want to come up against the records of the slaves, the records of the Israelites, the records of the Lord's chosen people, who are the greatest people on earth. So don't speak on what you don't know. And that's what people are afraid of. Everything that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to know something, just get in class. We in every state, every city. Learn your history. You ain't gotta wait till February. You can learn it right now. There are classes from Monday through Sunday. Learn who you are according to the Lord, not nobody else. Learn what you're supposed to be doing. Learn about your oppression having an end and the people that oppress you, judgment shall fall upon them. Read about that, learn about that, feel good about that. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel ashamed. Because when our nation was being destroyed, when Jerusalem was being destroyed, they sat there and watched it and said, raise it, raise it, raise it to the ground. The nation round about us was happy when Jerusalem was being destroyed. They were saying, raise it to the ground. So that's why we chant in the ISUPK, Babylon is falling to rise no more. That's why we chant that. Because the Lord promised that was going to happen. And we look forward to that day. I know I do. I don't know about y'all. I mean, some people like living in this hell and this slavery because they love all the lust that this place allowed them to have and to do. You know what I'm saying? But me, myself, I can't wait till Yahawadah crack that sky. And I pray I be worthy to get up on one of them chariots and watch the destruction of everybody that pursued us and killed us and did all these evil, hateful things towards my people. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get the destruction of Israel's enemies in these records. Because it is that. You best believe that the Lord told the prophets to speak about his destruction too. Not just the wicked people of Israel, but the wicked people of other nations that caused Israel to fall. You know what I'm saying? By leading us astray and us following them. You know what I mean? So we're going to break it down today. And hopefully, as you see America falling and all these other nations getting ready to go into war and rumors of war and Trump being elected and what he's doing and what these other nations doing, just know that they only have a little time left to reign on top of the Lord's chosen people. They know that their time is damn near about up. Know what I mean? So they trying to do all they can, be as wicked as they can, and so the pressure and the heat is on. But don't fret. You get closer to the Most High. You stand on business. Stand on everything you believe in, everything you've been taught by Commanding General Yahawadah and by the captains and the officers. You stand on that. You lean on that. Lean on this brotherhood and sisterhood. This ain't no time to be afraid and turn and tuck tail. You got to be strong. You know what I'm saying? You got to be fearless. You got to be obedient. You know what I mean? And just watch it. Sit back and watch. There's never a time to be an enemy of the Lord, but this damn show ain't it. Because the Lord is not playing. You know what I mean? So we're going to go to Hebrews 5 and 12. As we always do. About this time, like that crazy Negro Kanye West say. It's what we do at this time. You know what I'm saying? Start off with an appetizer, as we always do, as I like to call it, before we get into a full meal. You know what I'm saying? Like, get down. It's like it. There it is. So we're going to start off with Hebrews 5 and 12. Hey, Shalom Prasad. And it says, excuse me, for when the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles and the oracles of God. What the men in the ISUPK under Commanding General Yahawadah do is we go out and teach the people that have not been taught, the people that don't know. You know what I'm saying? We go out and teach the people that have not heard the good news. You know what I'm saying? The people that have not ever ran into real men of the Lord. But before we were allowed to be out on them street corners, prophesying to the wind, calling our people back into the Lord's grace, into the Lord's mercy, back to the Lord, their power, our power, we had to be taught by Commanding General Yahawadah, by General Muhammad, by General Mayak, by General Hazayan, General Q, General Katham, Captain Tazariak, you know what I'm saying? Captain Katazai, Captain Mashat, you know what I'm saying? Captain Akkad, you know what I'm saying? Captain Tawar. We had to be taught by them. You know what I'm saying? The same thing that they taught us, Commanding and Junior Yahawadah taught them. You know what I'm saying? We all one body in here. So before we could be teachers, we needed to be taught. We had to get rid of all the Christianity that we had in our body. We had to detox. Had to flush it out. Because it was damaging to our future in the truth. There's no room for Christianity in the truth. They're the total opposite of each other. You know what I'm saying? Oil and water, salt and pepper. You know what I mean? So we had to be taught to not think like we've been thinking for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. You know what I'm saying? We had to be taught the right way. And it didn't come overnight. That's why you got to stay down, get in class, ask all the questions that come to mind. Beat down that brother's phone. You know what I'm saying? With everything that come to your mind, you got to ask and get answers, get counsel. You know what I'm saying? Study to show thyself approved. Before you can try to tell somebody what's right and wrong and what they need to be doing. You first got to know what you need to be doing. You know what I mean? You first got to get solid. Then you can bring somebody else up. Then you can teach and hold class and get out there on the street corners and, you know what I'm saying, get up on that podium and speak the truth and speak life into them dead bones that's walking around in your city. Because some people, you're the only person in your city with the truth. You can't be selfish like Yahawadah said. You can't take a light and put it up under your bed, paraphrasing, of course. You gotta let it shine. Letting your light shine is being in this truth, standing on everything that you learn and you've been taught, walking in it, living it. That's the thing between us and Christians. They read the Bible, but we live it every day. Thus says the Lord. That's what makes us holy. And not the Christian holy, but separate. That's what it means. Different, separate. We separate from everybody else. So you got to let that thing be as bright as the sun. The way you move, the way you act, at work, at home, around when you out and about. You know what I'm saying? When you at other different functions, the way you carry yourselves, brothers and sisters, you're going to be different from everybody else that's not in the truth to make them say, man, why you carry yourself like that? What's up with you? You this and you this and that. And then that's where you can just break them off. Give them the truth. Let them know, oh man, I'm an Israelite. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. So we follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. And it's going to intrigue. They're going to be intrigued by it. They're going to want to know more. Sis, I see you don't never be twerking. You don't never post pictures with your behind out. You carry yourself well. You dress well. Your kids are good. Your family good. Your house is good. Your husband is happy. Like, what do you do? Who taught you these things? You can tell them, sis. You can tell them. Oh, well, I follow my husband. He followed the Lord. We both follow the Lord. We both follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And they're gonna be interested. And then that's when you can reel them in. But you first have to be taught these things. You got to be taught these behaviors and conditions and discipline. You know what I mean? That'd be the first principles in the oracles of God. Read on. And it says, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. When you come into this truth, when you come into the school in the ISUBK, you have a clean slate. You just like a baby. This is your chance to start over and start fresh and start new. Everything else that you've done before that, it don't matter. You know what I mean? You got a clean slate with the Lord. This is your chance to prove that you are worthy to be in this body, that you are worthy to receive the gifts that the Lord gave you, which is hearing the truth. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a gift to be played with. It ain't nothing that's like that you could just think you made it because you in the school. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work for that reward. That's what makes us different from Christians. They don't want to work. They don't want to do nothing but fulfill their lust and do what they want to do, but act like they love and serve the Lord. Us and them, they not like us. They not the same. We working here. We lay down our bricks. We put in that work. We do the things that our King Yahawadah told us to do. We do more than just believe and have faith, because faith without works is dead. We do the work. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes us different from Christians, because they don't do the work, but they act like they are holier than thou. You know what I mean? When they are the most wickedest people on the earth. You see what's going on in these Christian churches. And all these churches, not even just over here, but everywhere, you see what's going on in a so-called religion. They're being exposed. Their leaders are being exposed. The congregation running out of there like the shit was on fire. Looking and searching. Because the Lord's spirit is spreading on earth. Don't think for not 1 second that they don't see us. That they don't know about the ISUPK. Because trust me, they do. They study our precepts. They study our breakdowns. They be in class. That's why they always trying to debate Captain Tazaria. They know we exist. We existed since 1969. Before any other Israelite group there was, the ISUPK was there. We've been here. The 12 tribes chart, the salute, wearing the Yahawadas, the fringes, the studs, all of these Israelite groups got that from the ISUPK, because we are the home of the truth. You're not in the truth if you're not in the ISUPK. That's a hard, sad fact for some people. So become a babe, get in class, study, learn, practice the holy, righteous acts. You know what I'm saying? The feast days. You know what I'm saying? Learning the tribes, learning your culture, learning what to eat, what not to eat, what to do, what not to do, how to carry yourself. All of that comes into play in changing your life. Following the commandments of the Bible will change you. It's spiritual. It's going to change your spirit. And you're going to have to come up against people that you used to know, some family members. You know what I'm saying? You might lose a couple things in this truth, but the reward is going to be much greater, that you ain't going to be able to fathom. Like, you ain't going to be able to think about. You ain't going to be able to guess, you know what I'm saying, the reward that you have for following this truth, for following our King Yahawadah, for turning your life around. You ain't going to be able to, you can't even imagine the reward and what it's going to be like. You're going to get double for everything you lost. And you got that now. If brothers lost brothers, look how many brothers you done gained in the ISUPK. Look how many fathers and mothers and sisters and brothers. You know what I'm saying? Same with sisters. You grew and got a bigger family than you ever had that would never change on you, never turn their back on you, never do anything to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shalom, True. How about some Shabbat?
Shalom, yeah, about me on Shabbat.
Going on? Where you good?
Kanawha concert.
Hey, glad to have you on. And like I was saying, like you will gain so much with following the Lord. We got young men coming in and changing their lives. 15, 16, 17 years old. You know what I was doing around that age? Running up and down the street, playing video games, doing whatever I wanted to do, living a carefree life. You know what I'm saying? And to see these young men, to see these young brothers coming in here and living it and serving the Lord at such a young age is truly a prophecy and a blessing to see. You know what I'm saying? And not just these brothers, these young sisters that's up in here and following their parents or just, you know, living their life and trying to serve the Lord with all this temptation out there, all this stress and pressure that uh, the young society have on them, being different, wearing head wraps and dresses, rocking their Yahawadas too, and the brothers rocking their Yahawadas, they being different, not going to all these young parties where these parties are being shot up and not celebrating Christmas and Valentine's Day and all this, just being different. That's a struggle. It's hard, but they doing it. You know what I'm saying? I commend and I salute y'all. Barakatah Yahawadah for y'all, you know what I'm saying, standing strong. You know what I mean? Because it's a great thing. I wish I would have known about the truth when I was 16 or 17. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good and it's a blessing for y'all to be a part of something that's going to help our nation, something that is life changing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what's up, man. I appreciate that. And I love to see that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shalom, who we got in here? Sharab, Pasai, Ramah, Shalom Yatar, like, and everybody else that's joined in. So back to, you know, us celebrating the destruction of our enemies, you know what I'm saying, which is a glorious thing to behold and to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's coming. See how the world has been turned upside down. And we're going to read about it. The first scripture we're going to get is Exodus 23 and 27. As the brother got it. Trooper Quam, you there?
Kanawha concert, I got it.
All right, go ahead. You can read. You can start
This
out. Yeah, go ahead. You got it, boy. Slide.
this is the book of Exodus, chapter 23 and verse 27. I will send my fear before thee.
The Lord said he's going to send his fear before these nations. The fear of the Lord is knowing that they are going to be destroyed. Go ahead.
And will destroy all the people to whom thou shalt come.
Right. This is the Lord telling the children of Israel when Salaki. This is when This is when the Lord was telling us when we was coming out of Egypt that the Lord was gonna send his fear before all the nations that we're gonna come in contact with. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna destroy them for our sake because he promised us the land of our enemies. He promised us the land of milk and honey. So he wanted us to know that we're not gonna be in this wilderness forever. I got something planned for y'all. But these other nations round about y'all, I'm gonna show y'all what's up. They're gonna hear about the children of Israel coming up and they're gonna be afraid. Can you read?
And I will make all thine enemies turn their backs unto thee.
The Lord said He's gonna make all our enemies run away from us. They're gonna turn their when somebody turn their back, they're going the other way. They're not coming up against you. They're not trying to see you like they saying you can't see me. Because the fear of the Lord went out before us. Before we even got to these areas, the fear of the Lord, like, oh shit, nation of Israel coming down. They about 3 days away. We getting the hell up out of here. You seen what they did to that other city. You seen what the Lord, their God, did to the other cities. They was getting up out of there. We had mighty men like Moses, you know what I'm saying? Joshua, you know what I'm saying? King David and Saul before he turned. You know what I'm saying? So they was already hearing about us. And we was carving and making our mark with the help of our power, the Lord, that he was showing us that he was going to bring us into our place. You know what I'm saying? So way back in Exodus, the Lord been with us destroying our enemies, getting them out of the way. Because he knew what they were capable of if he let them be around. Now, some of them he still stayed because he wanted to test us to see what we was going to do. Are we were going to be obedient to him or we was going to follow these other nations? Some of the times we was obedient for a time and some of the time we wasn't. But the Lord always had our back. The Lord always took care of business when it was time. Even when we didn't deserve it, he had mercy on us and getting them up out of the way, making them flee before us 10 ways. And we wasn't even a big nation. We wasn't the biggest nation, but we had a higher power with us. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is about warfare. We had a power that was standing on business, getting busy out here, knowing that he was with us. And we rejoiced when our enemies being destroyed. To see it is a glorious thing. We haven't seen it since the days of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? But you're seeing it slowly but surely. Round about you. You see what's going on round about us. But it's not on a scale that it's going to be on until Yahawadah crack that sky. But you can see it rising up in this third world war. You know what I mean? It's definitely being shown. The Lord's words ain't vain. Like he don't play. You know what I mean? Is there any more on that?
La, sir.
All right. Let's drop that one. And let's get Deuteronomy 7:23. Because throughout this whole Bible, from back to forth, it's telling us that you got it, Warden?
Kanawakan, sir.
You can start it. You got it.
Verse 3.
Deuteronomy 7:23.
Kanawakan, sir. I got it. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, and verse 23. But the Lord thy God shall deliver them unto thee.
7 and 23.
7 and 23. Oh, slack you, sir. Con, sir. That was Deuteronomy 7 and 23.
Okay, go ahead. Slack it. My bad.
Verse 23. But the Lord thy God shall deliver them unto thee.
The Lord is going to deliver our enemies unto us for a time. Just like he said, there's a time, then there's a time to hunt. Right now, we fishing to get our people up out of this place, to turn them back to the Lord, because once the Lord's fierce anger and judgment coming down upon this place, everybody that's not in this truth, that's not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, not serving the Lord, they're gonna die along with our enemies. But then there's gonna be a time where we're gonna go out and we're gonna hunt them and bring them to judgment. The Lord is gonna use us for that. So he said he's gonna bring them, he's gonna deliver them unto us. Go ahead.
And shall destroy them with a mighty destruction.
And the Lord is going to destroy them with a mighty destruction. How he's going to destroy them with a mighty destruction? The third world's nuclear war. But like, 1 second. My bad, wait, it's like. So the Lord is going to destroy them with the third world's war. And it's going to be a mighty destruction. Keep reading.
Until they be destroyed.
Until they be destroyed. Every last person that ever raised their hands against the children of Israel, they're going to be destroyed. Keep reading.
And he shall deliver their kings unto thy land, unto thy hand.
Who's their king? President Trump, Putin. You know what I'm saying? All these other nation leaders, they're the kings of today. He's going to deliver them unto our hands. Keep reading.
And thou shalt destroy their name from under the heaven.
And we're going to destroy their names from under the heaven. In the kingdom, the oppressors are going to be like what you see at the, what you call it? Why is I'm forgetting what the hell this place is? Damn. It's not the library, but the when you go in the historical, what the hell? I got a brain freeze. Like, yeah, man, you know what I'm talking about, Troop?
Slack, sir. What was that?
You know what I'm talking about? It ain't the library. It's like where you go see antiques and all the old artifacts. How the hell is I'm forgetting that? That's crazy.
It's like a museum.
A museum. God damn. Oh, that's what's God damn, yeah, the museum. You know what I'm saying? And our kingdom, the white man's gonna be in museums. Because we're gonna destroy them until it is none left. After they finish building up our kingdom, we're gonna destroy them. And we're gonna be teaching our kids and our great kids and even like, yo, at one point in time, this man right here had us in slavery and oppression. We was up under his thumb. And they ain't gonna believe it. They ain't gonna believe it. They be like, who, that man right there? His thing. He gonna be just like one of them cavemans you see. Stuffed animals and shit like that. That's what's gonna be. Their name is gonna be written from under the heavens. There ain't gonna be no more oppression or oppression. Keep reading.
there shall be no man be able to stand before thee
Keep going.
until thou have destroyed them.
Nobody gonna be able to stand before us. Because when Christ come back, just like that scripture say, who is this coming from? Paraphrasing where they say he coming from. I forgot that scripture, but he says like his garment has been like he been in the wine press. Like when Christ come back, he gonna do all the vengeance is here. He gonna do all the slaughtering before. He gonna get his fill until it look like his garment is like he been stepping in on grapes. That's how much blood he gonna have on his garment. Then we gonna get active. Know what I mean? Until they ain't nobody gonna all these weapons that they got, they can't box with the Lord. That's why Trump trying to build a damn space station out there. They trying to stop it from coming when it comes. Before it happened, they trying to stop it. They ain't gonna be able to stop it, man. That space station they building out there, that shit is not gonna matter. The Lord said this place is gonna be destroyed in 1 hour. That's how fast it's gonna be destroyed. 1 hour. They ain't gonna be able to rock with us, man. Not when the Lord coming, not when the Lord putting his spirit before us. They're gonna turn their backs. They're gonna try to go at them cliffs and underground and all them other places. And we're gonna go and fish them out. We're gonna go and get them. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's it on that. Let me get 9 and 3. You're the same book 9 and 3. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even gonna play. And we're gonna be excited. Ain't you excited to know that this is gonna happen? Like I'm happy. I pray I see the day. I pray I see that day that when they the Lord allow us to destroy our enemies. I pray today that I be a part of it, that the Lord deem me worthy. You know what I mean? To see that. To be up on them chariots and to look down and to be in safety and to see this place being destroyed for what it has done to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9 and verse 3. Understand therefore this day that the Lord thy God is he which goeth over before thee.
Understand this day. If you ain't heard nothing, if you ain't learned nothing yet, understand this day that the Lord goes before thee. Nobody can box with the Lord. Keep reading.
As a consuming fire, he shall destroy them.
As a consuming fire. When they see that nuclear war come, and you know what a nuclear war does, you've seen the movies and the films. As a consuming fire, a fire that consumes everything that's before it, everything that comes around about it, the fire is going to consume it. The Lord is going to go before us as a consuming fire. Go ahead.
And he shall bring them down there before thy face.
And the Lord gonna bring them down. He's gonna destroy them before us. We're gonna see them being destroyed. We're gonna see America being destroyed. We ain't gonna hear about it. We gonna see it. You already see what's going on now. They divided. The Lord said, "Can a house divided stand?" The Democrats and Republicans, they are at odds. They're at the worst odds that they ever been since the Civil War. They are at odds. They're being destroyed from the inside out. Nation against nation. Neighbor against neighbor. Go ahead.
So shalt thou drive them out and destroy them quickly, as the Lord hath said unto thee.
Understand this. The Lord said we're going to destroy them quickly. We're going to bring them out. Bring them out, drive them out. What's driving them out? The war. The war is driving them out right now. Everybody gearing up. Ukraine and Russia been fighting. Israel and Palestine going at it. Everybody's joining sides so they can be destroyed quickly. Remember, I said 1 hour, the Lord is going to destroy this place and everybody that come along with it. If you're not on the right side of the Lord, you're going to be destroyed quickly. Any more on that?
Nah, sir.
Okay, that's it on that one. Let me and this is the beautiful thing about these scriptures. You knowing that these words are true. You knowing that these words hold weight. It ain't something that we just reading and just like, oh, okay, this happened for a time, this happened before time. We're gonna go from front to back.
Got one con, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And anything what you want to say, you want to bring out, man, you go ahead, do your thing.
Got one con, sir.
Yeah, no sweat. Yeah, so let me get Psalms 83. Because I like reading about, you know what I'm saying, the destruction of my enemies, destruction of the people that oppress my folks. Because look at what they're trying to do. Look at what they're trying to do to our Latino brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? These people, some people that have been raised here and born here, some people that have been did the right things to get over here, they trying to send them, they trying to deport them, calling them immigrants and trying to get them off here. But they let Ukraine immigrants come over here and stay. They ain't trying to deport them. Why is that? Why they only targeting Venezuelan people and Mexican people and Nicaraguan people? You know what I'm saying? Haitian people. Like, why they only targeting the children of Israel? Because they hate your guts. Hey, Shalom Napash. Officer Napash, what's up? They hate your guts. So they trying to get you up out of here. They destroying families, man. They been had them babies locked in them cages for over a year, over 2-3 years. Don't even know where some of them babies at no more. But they're gonna be destroyed. And we reading about it. We're gonna read about it to give our people hope, to give our people something to look forward to let them know that the Lord ain't forgot them. And neither has the ISUPK under commanding Journey Hunter, man. We ain't forgot y'all. We're gonna stand with y'all. We're gonna fight with y'all, man. We're gonna stand shoulder to shoulder, toe to toe with y'all. Go ahead, Warrior. You can start at verse 1.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 8 and verse 1. To the chief musician upon Gittith.
Psalms 83 and 1.
Slack, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's right, Warrior. And this is one of the prayers that we say at our feast days, our holy days. We say this at the Passover because we believe this. We want this to happen. The faster this happens, the faster we can get up out of this place. Go ahead when you got it, boy.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 1. A song or Psalms of Asaph. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God.
Right. So this is telling us, this is saying, keep not thy silence, oh God. Like everything you said was gonna happen, Lord. This is what David was praying for. Keep not thy silence. and hold not back thy and slack it, and hold not thy peace, and be not still. Like he's praying that the Lord go ahead and take action. Like, Lord, go ahead on and get busy, man. These, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do your thing. Go and do your 1-2. Don't be still. Don't be patient. Don't be peaceful. Give them the business. You know what I'm saying? This is what David is praying for. This is what we pray for all the time. Let them know that the Lord of Israel is still living. Because they don't think a lot of these people don't think the Lord even exists anymore. They so wicked and turned in their lust that they don't even care. Keep reading.
For, lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thy who?
Thine enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies are coming together and they making plans. They getting things together. These nations rising up and coming together. These hateful and evil and racist oppressors in America, they coming together all around the earth. They coming together. Go ahead.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They that hate the children of Israel hate the Most High. And the way they show that they hate the Most High, by hating us. You know what I'm saying? They hate us. And they showing it. Go ahead.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken. Go ahead.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have taken crafty counsel. What is crafty counsel? Planned Parenthood. Christian search. What else? Crafty calling us African American, paid holidays, all this other stuff. I mean, not paid holidays, pagan holidays. All these is crafty counsel. They coming together and trying to make up plans to knock you off your horse, to make you stop following the Lord. Anything that they come up with, they trying to do. Any evil device or plan, not birth control, but abortion vans that a van can pull up and you can have an abortion and then ride off into the sunset while you over there broken. They taking crafty counsel and coming up with plans to do that. Go ahead.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Keep reading.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
They have said, come, let's cut them off for being a people. Let's change their name. Let's call them Negroes and niggers and spicks and wetbacks and Native Indians or Native Americans or Spanish, Mexican, Venezuelan, Jamaican, Haitian, you know what I'm saying? Anything like that. Let's call them everything but Israelites. The 12 tribes of Israel. Let's call them African American. Let's give them new names, bywords, and all of that, so that the name of Israel be no more. So we don't hear them calling themselves the nation of Israel. They got a no people in our land calling themselves the nation of Israel. They don't want to remember that the Israelites and the Jews are black. When I say black, and I'm talking about Hispanic and Native Americans too. Keep going.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
They have consulted together. They came together and devised this plan. This ain't just one people doing this or executing this. These all the nations on the earth that hate the children of Israel, all of them come together and came up with this plan. All of them. Africans, uh Spanish people. We ain't talking about our people, we talking about Spaniards, Portuguese, England, we talking about all these people, Romans, all these people. They came together and came up with this plan. Go ahead.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom. Who is Edom? Edom is the so-called white man. He's from the nation of Esau, called Edom. Go ahead.
The Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites, them East Indians, the Arab. Them also. Go ahead.
Of Moab.
The Chinese. Vietnamese. Uh-huh.
And the Hagarenes.
The Hagarenes are the part of the people, a part of that area.
Gebal and Ammon.
And Ammon, the Japanese. Go ahead.
And Amalek.
Amalek, them so-called fake Jews. These are all the nations. Go ahead.
The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Them Africans, the people of Africa, the Philistines. And Tyre, the people of Africa. Go ahead.
Assur is also joined with them.
Mm-hmm.
They have Hophin, the children of Lot, Selah.
The lot. Right. So this is telling us that all the nations upon the earth has joined together since this time. This is in King David time. To come up with a crafty counsel to destroy the children of Israel. Because we went through that land wiping them out. Thus says the Lord, as the Lord told us to do. And David was letting us know that we praying for this. That all these nations that come up against us, Lord, don't be still. Destroy them. Destroy all these people that's coming against your chosen, your hidden one. Because they coming up with ways to destroy us. They've been doing it since this time. You know what I mean? So you could drop that warrior. Let me get Psalms 137 and 9.
It's like you said, 137.
Yeah, Psalms 137. Start at start at 7.
I can't, sir. This is the book
Hold
of
on
Psalms.
1 second.
I can't, sir.
Start at verse 3.
I can't, sir. This is the book of Psalms. chapter 137 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
For there that they carried us away captive, required of us a song.
Who carried us away captive? You know, warrior?
Slacky, sir, our slave owners.
All right. But be a little bit more specific.
Sir, I don't.
You don't know who carried us away captive?
Sir.
Who had us in slavery?
Slacky, sir.
They don't teach y'all about the transatlantic slave trade in school no more?
Sir.
Damn, that's crazy. I remember they was trying to take that shit up out of there.
Slacky, sir. I ain't hear that about since middle school.
Word?
Kind of want
Damn,
sir.
that's crazy. The so-called white man took us captive. And not just him. The Arabs, Chinese people, Japanese, the Canaanites. You know what I'm saying? But Esau's captivity is damn near the worst out of all the captivities we went in. But all the nations that had the children of Israel in captivity at one time. You know what I'm saying? That's why all the nations gonna have to pay. But Esau is gonna pay the worst because he had kept us in captivity the longest and the hardest and the wickedest way. So, you know, you can keep reading.
Kind of want sir. And they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying us one of the songs of Zion.
While they was carrying us away captive, they wanted us to be happy. They wanted us to be spiritual, full of spirit and joy. So much so that they asked for a song. What they sang in around the time of Black History Month. What they call it nowadays. If anybody know. Let me see if anybody knows, if anybody paying attention. What do they call them songs nowadays? But I don't know. Let's see what precise said. And the other captives, we still had our culture, language. But yeah, that's true. But what is the songs we sang in our captivity here? What did they call them? What songs did they call the songs that the slaves was singing out in the cotton fields and the sugarcane field?
Slacky service slave songs.
Yeah, but they had another name for it. Y'all don't know? Negro spirituals. Sing them Negro spirituals. Don't they sing them in February? Hymns. Sis, hymns. Yeah, they had names for them songs. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Know what I'm saying? That's a Negro spiritual. That's one of them songs from Zion. Where you think they got that from? What you think they telling the swing low, sweet chariot? What you think they talking about? They talking about the chariots that is gonna bring us up out of this place. They was singing that way back in slavery times. That's how you know it ain't nothing new up under the sun. They say, sing us one of them songs of Zion. Sing us one of them old Negro spirituals. On the way down, my Lord, yes, he is down by the riverside. Know what I'm saying? Y'all remember them hymns like the sister said? Yeah, that's what we were singing in our captivities. To please our masters, to please our oppressors, the ones who took us captives. They required a song from us. Keep reading.
How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land?
How should we sing uh 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 the lower songs in a strange land? We sung them songs because we was happy. We was talking about, you know what I'm saying, giving the Lord praise for what he done to us. But y'all want us to sing them now while we over here picking cotton and you over there hanging my brothers by the neck, setting them on fire. You over there sexual assaulting my wife and my daughters, selling my boys for wine, selling my daughters for wine and our sons for harlots. You want us to sing a song to please y'all? Come on, man. Go ahead. Keep reading.
If
Now,
I forgot thee.
go
Sorry,
ahead.
sir.
I'm going to say, now you can start at verse 7.
Come on, sir. Verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom and the day of Jerusalem.
Remember the
Who
children of Edom. Remember them so-called white men, Lord. Remember. Remember what they was doing. Keep reading.
who said, raise it, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
Remember when I was saying earlier, when Jerusalem was being sacked, when Jerusalem was being destroyed, and it's telling you right now that our oppressor was standing there watching and saying, raise it, destroy it. Tear them buildings down, tear the wall down, set it on fire, set it ablaze. King David said, remember them. Remember them. Don't let them slide. Keep reading.
O daughter of Babylon,
Oh, daughter of who?
O daughter of Babylon.
What is America today? Oh, daughter.
It's like you say, O daughter of Babylon.
Damn right. Didn't you not hear the chat? Babylon is falling to rise no more. Babylon been destroyed. This is the new Babylon. It's named after the old Babylon because of it got the same spirit of that Babylon. This is the same Babylon. Keep reading.
Who art to be destroyed.
Who ought to be destroyed? Well, how they gonna be destroyed? In the Third World War, it's prophesied that America is going to be destroyed. Keep reading.
Happy shall he be.
Happy shall who be? Read it again, warrior. Like when I say that, when I say it's just like we be at camp. When I say that, I want you to read it again. No matter how many times I say it, you read it again.
Sir.
No sweat, warrior. So go ahead, start where it says happy.
Happy shall he be.
Happy shall Trooper Quan be when the Lord. Go ahead.
Happy shall he be.
All right. Keep reading.
that rewarded thee as thou hast served us.
Happy shall he be that's going to reward them the same way that they did us. That he's going to be happy. We're going to be happy. The children of Israel are going to be happy to do unto them like they did us. The scripture said reward them double. We're going to give them double. We're going to give them double. Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Keep reading.
Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
Happy shall he be. They're going to take them same little white babies, cut them out them bellies, and dash their head against the stone. The same way they did our Native American brothers and sisters on the Trail of Tears. The same way they did our sisters in Tampa way back when they cut them babies out of their stomach and fed them as and used them the alligator bait. We're going to be happy to do that same thing. Now, a Christian's going to say, that's horrific. The Lord doesn't preach that stuff. The Lord doesn't teach that. Where does that say that at? That's old time. You got to forget about that. You got to love everybody. King David said, keep not thy silence, O Lord. Be not still. Remember the children of Edom. Remember the daughters of Edom when they said, raise it. Happy shall he be when he take that they little ones and dash their head against the rock. If Christ gave me the order to do that, I'm doing it. And I'm going to be happy about it. Because you know why? Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. They did it to us, and the Lord is going to allow us to do it to them. Is that just? Yeah, that's just. That's justice. That's righteous justice. I'm going to be happy to do that. You can say what you like. Because you know what they did to our people? When they burnt us at the stake and hung us, they made postcards about it. They made stamps. So when you sent off a letter, they made stamps and took pictures of it and used them as stamps. A picture of a man burning alive or hung from a tree or a baby in an alligator's mouth. They made pictures of that shit and put them on postcards. So don't tell me I shouldn't think like that. I'm going to be happy to think like that. We're going to reward them double. That's it on that, warrior?
Cut on con, sir.
Let me get Isaiah 63 and 1. Because we can do this all night. I get excited. I get crunk like Lil John when I'm reading these scriptures talking about how we gonna finally get our revenge on these oppressors and these devils. You know what I'm saying? And all these people that been, destroying us for years, have no regard for the old man, the woman of age, or the young. They ain't got no regard for none of that, for none of the Lord's children, chosen people. So we ain't gonna have no regard for them. Go ahead and 63 and 1. This the one I was talking about. Go ahead and read that one. See, look at the Lord bringing it out. Isaiah 63 and 1. You there, warrior?
Cut on con, sir.
All right, you got me? Yeah, Isaiah 63 and 1.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63 and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garment from Bozrah?
The Bible, the Isaiah is seeing a vision, and he asking a question. Who is this? Who is this that cometh from Edom? Where he coming from? The land of our oppressors, where our oppressors dwelled at. Isaiah don't recognize who this is. This is talking about Christ. Keep reading.
That this that is glorious in his apparel,
Christ is glorious in how he coming through. How he look is magnificent, glorious. He coming with might and justice and strength. You know what I'm saying? He coming glorious. Go ahead.
traveling in the greatness of his strength.
That's what I just said. They moving like a mighty man. Go ahead.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Christ said, "This is I that speak in righteousness and mighty to save." He saved the children of Israel with his sacrifice. The only one that the Lord ordained to save the children of Israel. He said, "I'm coming mighty and righteousness." Go ahead.
Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel?
But Isaiah's like, damn, why is, you know what I'm saying? Why is your garment red like that? Like, where you coming from? What you been doing? Go ahead.
And thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
Like you been treading on wine. You know what that look like? It's like a deep red. Like you ever seen like a lot of blood? It ain't just like red. It's like a darkish red. It's deep red. When it's like a lot of it. You know what I mean? When it's just a little bit, it's you ever seen a wound that's like somebody been cut real bad, real deep? It's like a dark color. Isaiah trying to describe it in the best way he can. He said, "Look like you've been pressing wine, stopping on wine with your garment. Like you got so much blood on you coming from Edom. You're like you've been stepping in wine." Go ahead, verse 3.
I have trodden the winepress alone.
I have trodden the wine press alone. Lord said, I went and put in work by myself. I went and got busy over there. Did my thing by myself. Go ahead.
And of the people there was none with me.
There wasn't nobody on my side. I did all this. Go ahead.
For I will tread them in mine anger.
The Lord said, the vengeance is mine. I'm going to get y'all back for everything that y'all did to me and everything that y'all did to my folks. I got first dibs on this. I'm doing this. Nobody with me. The Lord sent me this. The Lord sent me to do this. Go ahead.
And trample them in fury, in my fury.
Mm-hmm.
And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments. And I will stain all my raiment.
All my raiment.
And
The
I will
Lord said,
stain. It's like you say.
yeah, go ahead, boy.
And I will stain all my raiment.
Lord saying you just like the movies when they be battling and the blood be all over them. The Lord put such a slaughter to these people in Edom that he was covered in their blood. Christ. Not that soft behind Christ y'all be seeing around. This Christ here has been battling. And he been doing it alone. Go ahead.
For the day of vengeance is in mine heart.
Mm-hmm.
And the year of my redeem is come.
Right. The Lord said, day of vengeance is in my mind. This is what I'm thinking about when I'm going here to do this work. When I'm going to put these people to the sword, that's all I'm thinking about is my vengeance. For everything they done done to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, this is what I'm thinking about when I'm swinging this sword. That is all I'm thinking about. This is it. This is what Christ is gonna do on his way back when he cracked that sky. Ain't shit gonna be funny, sweet, happy, bubbles and rainbows. He coming back with the sword to handle business. He is not gonna let them escape. And that's what they think because they ain't been judged yet. Because the Lord vengeance hasn't came yet. They think they exempt. They think they're gonna get away from for what they did to Emmett Till. Fidel Castro, the brother Castro, and now everybody else, Trayvon Martin. They think they done got away with it, but it ain't their time yet. Because the Lord's still trying to bring us up out of this hell, still trying to get more of his people to turn back to him. He don't want them to be caught up in it. Drop that, warrior. Let me get Ezekiel 25 and 12.
Kind of what I say.
You're doing an excellent job, should I say, bro. I appreciate you being on, rocking out with me.
Like I got it.
Go ahead when you're ready, boy.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25 and verse 12. Thus saith the Lord God, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance,
Mm-hmm.
and hath greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them.
Right. So this is saying because our oppressor has dealt against the house of Judah, which be blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because you have dealt so evil with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because you have did this thing, you took vengeance out on them. You hated them greatly. You offended them. You got back your lick from you not getting the blessing, which the blessing wasn't supposed to be for you anyway. But you just hate blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans so much because we're the Lord's chosen people that you damn near try to destroy us off the face of the earth. So because of you did that, go to verse 13.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God,
Mm-hmm.
I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom.
I'm going to stretch out my hand upon who?
I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom.
Against the so-called white man. The Lord said he's going to stretch out his hand upon them. Uh-huh.
I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom.
Uh-huh.
And will cut off man and beast from it.
The Lord said he's going to cut them off. man and beast. He ain't just gonna punish them, he gonna cut them off. Mean making an end to their bloodline, making an end to them as a people, them and their beast. Go ahead.
And I will make it desolate from Teman,
Mm-hmm.
and they of Dan shall fall by the sword.
Them just cities and lands in Edom. So he's saying he's gonna wipe them out from here to there. Every so-called oppressor, every so-called white man, Esau is the progenitor of the nation of Edom. That's Greeks, Englishmen, Irishmen, Spaniards from Spain, Portugal, all of them gonna be destroyed. Like they are not escaping. The Lord is gonna deal with them righteously. He ain't even gonna play around with them. We just read what Christ said. I went there alone and did all this. Didn't nobody come with me. Vengeance was on my mind while I was swinging that sword, cutting them off from being the people, doing the same thing that they did to us. And to hear the Lord prophesying about the destruction of our oppressors is music to my ears. To know in our records, there are scriptures talking about them being destroyed because they have taken crafty counsel against us and been destroying us for years. Ever since we set foot in the Western Hemisphere. They was doing it when we was in our land. But the Lord ain't forgotten. Now Christians will have you think let bygones be bygones. Like they don't need to be judged for their past and what they did. We got to forget that. Do America forget 9/11? Pearl Harbor? The Afghanistan war? Do they forget that and let bygones be bygones? Do the Jews, the fake Jews, forget about the Nazis? So why must we forget about 400 years of oppression and slavery? They still finding uh German officers and scientists in Venezuela and bringing them to justice. And all over the earth, finding them and still charging them with war crimes. So why haven't our oppressors been charged with what they did to us? Why must we forget? We the only people on the planet Earth got to forget what their oppressors have done to them. Nobody else. I ain't gonna forget. I ain't gonna never forget. Drop that way. Let me get 30-1. Same book of Ezekiel. You there with me?
Slacking, sir. I was muted. Kind of, sir. I got it.
All right, go ahead, Wade. I appreciate you.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 30 and verse 1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, prophecy and say, Thus saith the Lord God, how ye woe worth the day.
The Lord is saying this. I'm about to tell you a prophecy that was going to happen to our oppressors. It's going to be a destruction in that day. It's going to be woe. It's going to be terrible. Go ahead.
For the day is near, even the day of the Lord is near.
Even the day of justice, of vengeance, of righteousness is near. The day of the Lord is a horrible day for our oppressors, for all the other nations, and for some of the people that don't want to listen. It's going to be a horrible day for you if you don't get your mind right. Go ahead.
A cloudy day.
A cloudy day. Like, damn, that's a horrible day. It's not a good day. It's not a good time. Uh-huh.
It shall be the time of the heathen.
It shall be the time of the heathen. This time is for the heathen. This is the day that is strictly set for y'all. All the heathen, this day is for y'all. This is the day of destruction. This is the day of woe. Set for y'all. Keep reading. Verse 4.
And the sword shall come upon Egypt.
The sword should come upon Egypt. This is the new Egypt. Mm-hmm.
And great pain shall be in Ethiopia.
And great pain shall be in Ethiopia. That lets you know that we're not Egyptians or Ethiopia, because Ethiopia like to say that they Jews and they got all our records and all this other stuff. They ain't getting away either. Egypt and Ethiopia gonna get it. Go ahead.
When the slain shall fall in Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
and they shall take away her multitude,
Mm-hmm.
and her foundation shall be broken down.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Ethiopia
Ethiopia,
and
uh-huh.
Libya
Mm-hmm.
and Lydia
Mm-hmm.
and all the mangled people
Mm-hmm.
and Chub
Mm-hmm.
and the men of the land that is in league
Mm-hmm.
shall fall with them by the sword.
Everybody that's in league with America gonna fall with America by the sword. Just like they did with Egypt. Everybody that had a hand in our destruction is gonna get it too, just like America. How all these lands or all these nations gonna get theirs? World War III. That's why it's called World War, because the whole world is gonna be in war with each other. That's how they're gonna get their judges. Everybody that drunk from the cup of Babylon, like in Revelations. All y'all that ain't got rich off the slavery of the Lord's chosen people. of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all y'all gonna get a piece of this judgment. Everybody. The Lord is not letting y'all escape. He is not letting y'all get away with nothing. You sow, you gonna reap. You got rich off of us, you gonna die for it. Y'all built this land off the backs of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans walking on our bones. Still, and now y'all trying to deport my brothers and sisters. Y'all gonna get y'all. Lord ain't gonna forget, and neither shall we. All right, that's it on that one. What that is? Those is 30. All right, let me get Zephaniah 2 and 12.
It's like it, sir. Zephaniah.
2 and 12. Hey, Shalom Shabbat.
Cut on
Off of
concert.
Shabbat.
But,
Hey, what's going on with it?
cool.
Hey, I ain't seen you on here in a minute.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah, I definitely do, bro. I definitely do. We in Zephaniah, we talking about the destruction of the enemies of Israel. Going through and just reading, all their destruction and what's going to happen to it, because it's a glorious thing. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want our people to lose sight that the Lord ain't forgot, his people. Like, the destruction of our enemies is still going to happen, whether Christians like it or not. Know what I mean?
Carnival Khan. Shalaki, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going over something about what Obadiah be in the mix of that as far as destruction as well.
Of course, we got it. We gonna get to it. Actually, my next scripture. You can get that one for me. Give me Obadiah 1 and 18. We gonna get that one. If you find something that's more to it, we gonna get that. But you just hold Obadiah for me and let the trooper read Zephaniah 2 and 12.
Carnival Khan.
Right. Go ahead, Warrior, when you got it, Trooper Quan.
Cut on concert. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 12. Ye Ethiopians also,
Mm-hmm.
ye shall be slain by my sword.
All you people that want to be Rastafarian and talking about Ethiopia is the homeland, and Ethiopia is where the reincarnation of Christ, who y'all call Haile Selassie. Why is they being destroyed if they supposed to be, if they supposed to be that? Why is the Lord saying, you too, Ethiopia, you're gonna be destroyed too? You know what I'm saying? Y'all is a bunch of heathens. Lord destroying all y'all. Go ahead.
And he will stretch out his hand against the north and,
Mm-hmm.
and destroy Assyria,
Uh-huh.
and will make Nineveh a desolation
Nineveh, a desolation. Uh-huh.
and dry like a wilderness.
Mm-hmm. The Lord is gonna destroy all these lands round about. They ain't escaping, man. Everybody that drunk from the cup of Babylon, everybody that checked in and cashed out with America, with England, with Rome, with Portuguese, Portugal and Spanish. Not our brothers, but the other Spaniards. Egypt, and Africa. Everybody that cashed in off the backs and the blood and the sweat and the tears of the children of Israel are gonna be killed with the sword from the Most High. The Lord is gonna be as a consuming fire, destroying them. Esau gonna get it the worst. He's gonna get it the worst. Officer Shabbat, you got that Obadiah?
Come, sir. If you could, that chapter and that verse again, though.
Chapter 1. Let me see something real quick. Let me see.
I meant my Salaki. It ain't but one chapter.
Oh yeah, I meant Salakia. Let me see where I want you to start at. You start at verse 10.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Obadiah, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
For the
shame.
violence against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you devils, go ahead.
Shame shall cover thee.
Shame gonna cover you when it come out that we are the Israelites. We are from the 12 tribes of Israel. We are the Lord's chosen people. Shame is gonna cover you. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be cut off forever.
For when?
Forever.
For 10 years.
Shalak, forever.
Just for a little bit.
La, forever.
The Lord said the so-called white man is gonna be cut off forever. Y'all just ain't gonna go into slavery and then be our slaves. The Lord said y'all gonna build our kingdom up and we gonna cut y'all off forever. So y'all be no more. Y'all ain't gonna be able to reproduce. Ain't gonna be another white man forever. Some people don't even know, can't even fathom what they're really being. That mean like forever, forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. You ain't gonna see another white man no more. Told you he gonna be in the museums. He gonna be stuffed like they stuffing them woolly mammoths and them saber-toothed tigers. He gonna be a stuffed white man in the museum behind a glass saying this is he that shook the earth up. Because he ain't gonna be no more. Go ahead.
Verse 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
and the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them.
The Lord said even y'all was there too. When them other nations came in and did their thing on us and took us away captives to build up their countries and their land and took our precious and righteous ornaments and all our treasures and gold and everything, you was one of them too. Don't act like you wasn't. When the Portuguese came first, then the Spaniards came and took our native brothers into captivity. And then them stinking Hamites sold us to them Englishmen. You was one of them. You stood by and watched, and then you got in on it. And you went overboard with it. Keep reading.
Verse 12. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother.
Right. Mm-hmm.
In the day that he became a stranger.
Right. In the day that we was taken into these lands, and the day that they came and destroyed our homeland, and we ain't have no place to go, Then we had to go back into Africa and to blend in, running from them Arabs and them Romans and them stinking Africans. We was fighting against them day in and day out. You shouldn't even have looked upon us. You should have went your own way. You should have minded your own business. Keep reading.
Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
When the Lord was punishing us for us being wicked and turning our backs on the Most High, not following His laws, statutes, and commandments, following and running behind these other nations, when the Lord had it time to chastise us to get our mind back right, you should have just stayed off aside. You should have minded your own business. You shouldn't have seen like, oh shit, the Lord, their God, their power is against them. Let's go ahead on and do our thing with them. Let's go ahead on and do what we got to do. Let's take them in slavery and have them work for us and build up our land and serve us. That thought should have never crossed your mind, homeboy. Keep reading.
Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress.
Man, forget the children of Israel. You big up your chest when we was in our destruction. You made yourself the God of the children of Israel. You wanted to be a God to them. You wanted them to worship you and bow down to you, and you wanted to put all kind of evil on us and destroy us. Where we at?
So that verse 13.
Go ahead.
Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity.
Right.
Nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity.
You should have just left us alone, man. The Lord knew what He was doing with us. He was judging us. He was chastising us like a father chastises a child. You ever been around when you getting chastised by your dad or your mom and somebody come in there and then they get lashed out on too? You know what I'm saying? You ever been, everybody done been young when you was getting a whooping and then your brother or your sister over there laughing and they get hit with the belt too. Y'all ain't never been through that? That shit happened to me. My brother began getting chastised and that used to be funny and I laugh and then now I'm getting a whooping too for laughing. Lord said you should have left us alone when He was dealing with us. But you seen game. You seen, well, damn, okay, they down and out right now. We can go ahead and make them even more afflicted. Keep reading.
Verse 14. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress.
When we was running away from the Romans and we ran to the west side of Africa and y'all tried to stand in our way and them Arabs was capturing us and sending us back and selling us back to them Romans and them stinking Hamites was doing the same and Esau, the oppressor, was doing the same, the Lord said you should have stayed out our way. Drop down to verse, what time say? Drop down to verse 18.
God. Verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire,
Mm-hmm.
and the house of Joseph a flame.
We're gonna be
And the
lit.
house,
We're gonna be lit. We're gonna be as these tough and horrible things. Can't nobody stand up against fire and flame. The Lord gonna make us that when it's time to hunt our oppressors down out of them mountains and in them caves and under the earth for their judgment to bring them into slavery. Go ahead.
and the house of Esau for stubble,
Right.
and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it.
Right. Rockatha Yahawadah, man. The Lord said you should, and when we had our time and he was dealing with us, you should have left us alone. You shouldn't have had us in slavery over 400 years. You shouldn't have been oppressing us and unaliving and falsely accusing us and giving all kind of injustice. Got my brothers behind the wall, the sum of 2 million people, 2 million brothers and sisters. You should have left us alone. Just for that reason, y'all gonna be cut off. The Lord's words is not in vain. He spoke it, it's gonna happen. Y'all gonna be cut off forever for what y'all did to y'all, to the house of Israel and the house of Jacob, to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Every last one of us done had a horrible dealing with y'all, these heathen. From the Native Americans to the Spanish, to the Latinos, and to the so-called Negroes and Islanders. We all dealt with y'all in some kind of way. And the Lord said, y'all should have not done that. All those things that y'all did to us over the years, y'all should have just left us alone. But because y'all didn't, because y'all stepped in the way, because y'all took crafty counsel against us, because y'all tried to wipe out the name of Israel, that'd be no more in remembrance, we're going to wipe y'all name out from under the heavens, that y'all may be no more. We're going to reward y'all double for what y'all did to us. We're going to serve y'all as y'all served us. That's only right. That's only right. That y'all deserve that judgment. And happy I'm going to be when I get to take y'all little ones and dash them up against the stone. Happy that I'm going to be when we get to put y'all to the sword. That we get to put y'all into captivity. That we cut out this cancer that been plaguing the earth. When we in rulership. Happy we going to be. That's what our people need to continue to look forward to. That is the faith and the patience of the saints. That justice is going to be served. And it's going to be righteous. And we ain't going to never have to worry again about our oppressor or these heathens that's round about us. Because we're going to be in our own with a righteous black man by the name of Yahawadah ruling over the earth. You know what I'm saying? So with that, man, I'm going to end the class. Stay tuned for part 2 next week. I want to say the water to Officer Shabbat, the water to Trooper Quam, the water to everybody that's online looking. Could you please like and share the class, man? You know what I'm saying? And y'all just keep your eyes, you know what I'm saying, open and, you know what I'm saying, pray for the fall of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? And pray to the Most High that it happen. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, with that, I'm gonna just say shalom, Yahawadah Shem Shah Barakatah to the brothers, Yahawadah Shema Thabah Shem Shah to the sisters, Kwam Yashala, and shalom, y'all. The water. Appreciate y'all.
All right, bro.